what the Spirit is saying to the church. And David is crazy like a fox. There's a professor that taught for years. His name is John Nash. He's a Nobel Prize winner. You may have heard of him. He's an Abel Prize winner. He received the Abel Prize while he was in Norway. He was a renowned professor at Princeton University. One of my good friends took classes from him. He was absolutely brilliant. He was kind of brilliant that bordered on lunacy.
They made a movie about him called A Beautiful Mind. On one hand, he's receiving Nobel and Abel Prizes, and on the other, he has schizophrenia. Brilliant, but troubled. You're beautiful, but barren. Sexy, but not married. Sometimes, things about you don't align, and people judge unfairly. They see brilliance, but don't know you wrestle with your demons. You can't pick parts of a person to love. You have to take it, all the lunacy and the brilliance. Don't marry someone who can't handle your crazy, because it's a part of who you are. John Nash couldn't stop being schizophrenic any more than he could stop being brilliant. Maybe his tilt fed his genius. There's often a connection between what's wrong with you and what's right with you. Exceptional people often come from brokenness. Your challenges might be the very reason for your brilliance. John Nash's life was complicated. Married twice, he had a child out of wedlock he rarely saw. The woman who loved him most divorced him for 35 years, but remarried him later. He saw things others couldn't, introducing award-winning concepts of geometry. He didn't seek fame or riches, living simply and valuing his intellectual wealth. He appreciated what God gave him and stayed true to it. We often chase others' wealth and overlook our worth. David, like Nash, was complicated yet exceptional. We're a chosen generation, peculiar people with unique struggles and strengths. Sometimes our quirks and confidence coexist. You can't judge someone by their exterior, because what's inside is often a mix of brilliance and chaos. If I get mad enough to cook for you, maybe you shouldn't eat it because I'm a little strange. When Paul stood before Festus, he was accused of madness. Much learning has made you mad. Exceptional people are often labeled crazy because their brilliance isn't understood. People define you based on their perspective. Paul was a Hebrew and a Roman citizen, a man of law and intellect, navigating complexities with skill. To some, he seemed mad, but to those who understood, he was extraordinary. Paul's intelligence was often insulted, especially in areas he took pride in. Men are most angered when challenged in their strengths. Paul, zealous and intellectual, knew how to maneuver through challenges. His brilliance was undeniable, even when misjudged. Sometimes, we act like what people expect us to be just to get by, but deep down, we know our worth and purpose.